Okay, welcome everybody. Zoom and, Facebook maybe. Okay, welcome everybody.
Wait, I hear myself.
Zoom. Okay, the wonders of technology. That's so humbling, so humbling. Yesterday we had a workshop of Breathwork and Kabblah, and it was incredible. Like 17 people from all kind of religions and faith, and learning together about this time, specifically about the 3 weeks of the 3 weeks of constriction, really. And what we've learned there, this session is inspired by. In a nutshell, is, or one element of what we were talking about was about how there is time of constriction and there is time of expansion, and our habitual our likings, what I know is I like to be in expansion. I like to feel good and to feel love, but also there are times of constriction, and that is in a way that is the way of nature. This is the way of this physical world. We cannot always live in daylight or night, or we cannot always be physically healthy. Or we see it also in electricity, AC, alternating current, right? There is the plus and the minus, and with it together is where we get to a optimum, to a current. The current cannot happen only from positive. And that is just a part of the rules of this realm that we live in, that this body is living in. But we are more than just that, right? We are more than just that. There are things that the more the science is understanding or developing, the more we understand that we don't understand, and it's starting to explore spiritual modalities and finding a lot of truth in what those things that could not have been proven, and still a lot of it, still the science is catching up. And on those modalities, they offer an alternative. They offer another possibility, not just to be either happy or sad, not just to be either healthy or sick. They offer something that includes it all. And it is not so much what it is, but it is how it is that we relate to it. And this is what we cultivate in the practice of mindfulness and breath work. In a way, the practice of mindfulness, we learn to relate to things differently, right? What are the attributes that we want to cultivate in a practice, in general, in life? But the practice, it's kind of like, okay, a concentrated time and place and setting to deliberately, intentionally work on that. What are they? The two main ones are awareness, right? I want to be aware of what is happening in my body, what is happening in my heart, what is happening in my mind. Awareness. And the second thing is compassion. Compassion is, okay, yes, this is all right, this is okay. Even if it's not okay, this is what there is right now. This is what is. I'm not beating it up. I'm sitting with it. Maybe even allowing it to be here, even though it's bad, even though it feels horrible. I'm just okay. It's painful, and I'm scared of it, and my mind is thinking a lot of thoughts about how to get rid of it. Okay, I'll just put that aside. I see all of those things. Yeah, okay, I'm just sitting with it, with the discomfort. And like this, we cultivate acceptance. Breath work, on the other hand, and I'm saying on the other hand because the mindfulness is, in a way, it's very passive on the physical level. The mind is, there is a lot of concentration and there is a lot of focus, brain power to let go of the mind, to come back to focus on the experience, to be present. Breath work, on the other hand, we are actively changing something, and we are actively changing the breath as a way to change the physiology of the body. But this is what breath work does. Breath work, we change the breath, the whole physiology changes, and one of the main things that changes is how our heart beat, the patterns, the smoothness, or the heart rate variation, variability. It becomes more, you can see it on graphs of heart rate, HRV, it becomes smoother, and then the mind, the brain interprets it as, okay, that's all right. That's also happens for athletes or people under high stress, that the whole system is ramped up, it's not comfortable, but I'm all right with it. And that's what's really changing the performance levels, because there is no resistance. And the resistance often the resistance is what amplifies pain into suffering. So the practice of breath work is really consciously, actively changing the physiology of the body and bringing it into a more equilibrium from a physiological point of view. In today's practice, we will touch both of them. We will have 5 minutes of breath work, and then the rest more just letting go and watching. Now, the breath work that we will do today will be with some music, and also in the background there will be some sound of breath, sound of my breath, inhaling from the nose, exhaling from the mouth. This is purely for the sake of the audio recording. You can breathe only from the nose. It would be better to breathe only from the nose for the purposes of this meditation. And also, don't feel like you need to breathe in that pace. This pace is pretty fast. It's 1,080 times an hour, which is fast. So if you want to breathe in any other rhythm, please feel free to do so. Yes. Also, in this practice, when we breathe like this, sometimes, usually it happens after a longer period of time, but sometimes different sensations start to appear in the body, like tingling sensation or lightheaded. It's normal and it's natural. This is, we won't get into to why it happens, but if you, for many reasons, don't feel comfortable with it, just let go of the breath and slow it down, or just relax it, and that the experience, the physical experience, soon after will subside. So let's start. We start any mindfulness or breathwork practice. Ideally, we start with finding a comfortable position, sitting or laying. And taking a deep breath in and a full breath out. And just really, again, making a conscious decision, choosing not just to show up, but to show up with a specific attitude that we perhaps would like to cultivate, which is softening. Right? Softening. When we mentally accept, the body physically softens. And that goes both ways. If we physically soften the body, like the shoulders and the neck and the jaws, the legs, the hips, sometimes just like that, we increase the ground, the soil of acceptance. And also checking in with ourselves. How am I feeling right now? Notice your immediate answer, and then see what happens when you break it up to sensations in the body. How does the physical body feel? Feelings and emotions. Thoughts. Energy levels or the spirit. Also related to the attitude. Taking a deep, slow breath in. And in the exhalation, releasing. Bringing the attention to the breath. Notice if the breath had become deeper simply by bringing it to our consciousness. I invite us to start deepening the breath consciously. So in the inhalation, the diaphragm contracts, while the body is expanding. And in the exhalation, the diaphragm releases, while the body deflates. Equalizing the length of the inhalation to the length of the exhalation. And if it fits you, breathing in that rhythm. it's too fast, you can perhaps do double the time or breathe in any other rhythm that fits you now. Keeping the breath deep. Allowing your breath to just breathe itself. As you consciously, intentionally soften the body with every exhalation. And allow those things you experience right now to be a part of this impermanent landscape. As you stay one with your being, with the up, with the down, with the inhalation, with the exhalation. watching, breathing, and softening. Choosing to be one with the experience. Maybe even gently smiling, the experience. Holding in with gratitude, very precious moment of life, pleasant or unpleasant, that will never come back, not like this. As you breathe, softening with every exhalation. Noticing this transition between music to not, no music. As best as possible, Staying with the breath, staying with observing the experience, choosing again and again to soften, to connect to this ability of ours to be one with the duality. Just by being. Taking a slightly deeper breath in, coming back to the body. The exhalation, starting to let go of this meditation. Maybe even congratulating ourselves for taking the time to show up for ourselves to this very complicated duality, but with a quality of simply being with it, connecting to it with acceptance, softness. And with that quality, I invite you to start moving the body. The fingers, the toes. When you feel ready, opening the eyes. Thank you so much. Thank you. The beautiful human beings you are. Moreg, oh, Ilana, Stephanie, Ingrid,
Thank you.
Jimmy, Danny. Wow, it's good to see you, Danny. Sally, Lawrence, Danita, Jackie.
Thank you, Gilly. Lovely to see you too.
Lovely, lovely to breathe with you all.
Thank you, Gilly.
And thank you, Ingrid. And also on Facebook. Thank you. And if you're watching it on YouTube, blessings to you all, and thank you. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Gilly.